Hi, my name is Pinky Gilani and you are watching What Women Want. This is season 4 and we are celebrating superheroes amongst us. These conversations are brought to you by SBM Bank and Safaricom. I'm super excited because we have a real superhero for you today. Her name is Njeri Muchunu.
Well done.
Yeah, I was practicing. Njeri is a lawyer by profession and has studied psychology. She has worked with increasing levels of responsibility in both the private and public sectors. She is a John C. Maxwell Leadership Coach and has a passion for leaders to renew their minds. Not only that, Njeri is also a blogger and a work in progress author.
Yeah.
Soon to be out anytime soon.
Soon is relative.
Okay.
When it's ready.
Yes.
Yes.
See what I mean?
It's like a good stew.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything that takes time is really yummy, I feel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's from my life.
Yes.
So I'm not leaving this world anytime soon. I still have a lot of work to do.
And a lot of the times, Njeri, we're always in a hurry to complete.
Exactly.
So.
And I don't do tick the box.
Yeah.
So if it was tick the box, the book could be out.
That's refreshing.
It's not about tick the box. It's about giving people value in my life. What I've learned, how I've become who I am today.
I love it.
Yeah.
So what makes a good woman leader, Njeri?
A good woman leader. First of all, we're all leaders.
Okay.
Even little babies.
Yes.
Because I know you have kids.
Yes.
If you look at your kids, they always want to fight. They want my way.
Yes.
Mommy, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. So we are all born leaders.
Yes.
We are not conformists by nature, right? So everybody's a leader. So let's start there.
Okay.
But a good woman leader, number one, you have to know your identity. Who are you, right? What is it about you that makes you who you are? So if you don't know your identity, you cannot lead, because there'll be things about self-esteem, not knowing where you stand, where you fit in society. So your identity is critical to being a leader. Number 2, character. Character. I think we're living in a society, and let me speak about Kenya, where we don't have people of character, people of integrity, people who have values. For you to know your character, you have to know what you value, right? So I know my values. So once I know my values are my true north.
Yeah.
They tell me this is the way I'm supposed to go, and I follow it. They anchor me.
Yes.
Right? So once you're anchored by your values, I know the values that we have in our constitution. I work for government, so I understand the government values. But does the government truly live by those values, or are they just written to make it look good?
Yes.
And right? So values are intrinsic.
Yes.
What makes you pinky?
Yeah.
What are the things that make you tick? What are the things that you live by? What are the things that you will not wiggle, you won't give wiggle room for, right? So that second is character. And number 3, respect.
Yes.
Respect. You have to respect competition, actually.
Oh,
Let me put it in the context of competition. Why do women compete against each other? I used to work, I was employed, and my CEO was a woman. And she tore me down to little pieces, right? I didn't understand why. I think she felt threatened, and I was so young. I mean, I was 24 and she was the GM, and I'm wondering, what do I know? I want to learn.
Sure.
But because of her own insecurities, she felt she needed to put me down. So women, we fight against each other. In fact, most men will ask, why do you women fight against each other? What's the issue? What's the problem? Why do we feel threatened by other women? If I'm up there, why don't I want to pull you up, right? And this goes back again to identity. If you know who you are, I don't need to compete with you because I know you're unique, and I'm unique, and I have value to bring to the table, right? I cannot be you, neither can you be me. So I am in this life to complement you. Where you fall short, then I lift you up. Where I fall short, then you lift me up. We are supposed to complement each other, but women, we are so jealous. If you find a woman who's more beautiful than you, you put them down. Why can't you just say you're beautiful? Oh my goodness. What is wrong with that? Right? It doesn't make you less beautiful because somebody's beautiful. You've complimented others. So it's very important that women, we stop competing with each other. Know who you are, right? Your character, and then stop competing. There's enough room for all of us.
Oh my gosh, that is so powerful. It's so true, though. We really do compete with one another. We're always pitted against each other. It's so unfortunate that that happens. But I will get into this, into this question in a little while. Have you drawn professional inspiration from other women? And if so, who?
One of my role models, and I think many women say this, is Oprah.
Okay.
And perhaps not for the reasons that people look at Oprah and applaud her because she's doing well and she has all this money, but it's her diligence. People forget that Oprah has done a lot to get to where she is.
Absolutely.
She's made a lot of sacrifices. I'm one person who believes in diligence, right? Excellence. You must have a spirit of excellence. In everything that you do, do it well, right? Many of us want to cut shortcuts. We want to have the easy way out. Microwave generation. Quick. So I admire Oprah because she stayed. They fought her. They spoke badly about her. They put her down. But every time they put her down, she got a reason to rise up. So we see Oprah's success story, but nobody wants to know the mud that she went through.
Yes.
Right? Nobody wants to know about the tears and the pain and the things she had to put up with. I want to be Oprah. I want to have all this money. But to her, the money is an extra, right? But the lessons that she has to share with us are amazing, amazing lessons. She has so many scars that none of us ask about, right? We just look at her and think, oh, wow, she's doing so well, she's so lucky. There's no luck. It's hard work.
Yeah.
We have to make everything that we do sure. We have to make our election sure, right?
Wow.
By being diligent and putting in the work. A lot of women want the success, but they don't want to do the work, right? For me, I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm an auntie, I'm a daughter, I'm so many things. And I remember growing up, I was told, as a woman, your place is this, your place is that. But I came to realize I'm not a conformist by nature, so I will never fit in any box.
Sure.
So I keep coming out of the box. However, because of that, I said, I can do it all. Who said I can't? I can be a wonderful mother, a wonderful wife, a wonderful sister, and it's possible. But I have to know what my priorities are. What's important to me? We waste so much time doing things that are so unnecessary, and then you wonder, why is she getting ahead and I'm not? And nobody wants to ask me, Njeri, how did you do this?
Yeah.
Show me. And then when I tell them, they're like, no. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yes, diligence.
I'm really interested in the fact that you didn't say either an African woman's name or a Kenyan woman's name.
Yes.
Which speaks a lot about our country in regards to women role models and women's superheroes. We need more, I think. We definitely need more. What is the one thing you know about women and work today that you wish you had known in your career when you had started?
I wish somebody would have prepared me for the harshness. It's really tough. It's really tough out there for women, especially in a man's world. We live in a patriarchal society.
Sure.
It's what it is,
yes,
right?
yes.
And we respect the men because without them we are not, right? However, I wish somebody told me they won't like you that much and they will always put you down, right? But you can rise.
Yes.
You can rise. Don't let anybody determine who you are. Know who you are and go for it. Put your blinders on like a horse and just keep going and going and going. And it's possible. I was told as a woman, you can't do it. And I'm like, do what?
Yeah.
I'm not doing it to compete with anybody. I'm doing it because there's an inner drive. There's something inside of me pushing me to be better than I was yesterday. So I don't compete against people. I compete against the version of me that was yesterday, right? So, yeah, I wish somebody had told me it's possible, it can be done.
And that's what you know today?
Yes.
Is this what you teach your children?
Oh my goodness, that's what especially my daughter.
Yeah.
I teach her every day. I'm like, you're beautiful. Well, we grew up in a culture. For me, my father, typical Kikuyu man, very nice, good man. I respect him, I honor him, because without him I'd not be.
Sure.
But my father never told me, I love you as a little girl, or you're beautiful, and these are things that I tell my daughter, you're beautiful, you're stunning, you can be anything you put your mind to.
Yes.
I don't think we grew up in a society where love was dished out
Yeah.
generously, right? So I keep telling my children, it doesn't matter what people say about you. You know who you are. So don't let people make you feel bad.
Absolutely.
If they say bad things about you, then you tell them, oh, I'm sorry if that's what you think, but I know I'm a star.
Yeah.
I know I'm a leader. I know I am loved. And once you know that you're loved, Pinky, there's nothing more precious in this life than knowing that you are loved.
Yeah.
With the people I walk with and I work with, my clients, I realize that the world is looking for love. Simply
That
put.
is the energy.
That's
That is
it.
the energy of
That's
the
it.
universe.
Right? People want to be seen.
Yeah.
Right? Unfortunately, we are living in a society where we are so selfish that we don't have time to see people. So when I look at people, I say, I see you.
Yeah.
I see you. Outside of all this camouflage, I see you. And I believe that's what's important. I see, a lot of my clients are leaders, so they come and I'm like, I'm not impressed, honestly, and I say that with a lot of humility, because I know that's not why you came.
Yeah.
You came because you want to be seen.
There's more. Yeah.
There's more to life than all this.
Yes.
Right? So I tell people, I see you. I see you. So I wish there was more love.
Three simple words that can change a person's life, actually.
Yes.
I see you.
Yes.
Does it matter what others think of us?
It depends. It's important what people think of you, but that is not what should make you tick. You don't want the world to hate you. That's a lie. We go around saying, I don't care what people think. Of course, you should care. We're in the world, right? Men are the ones that lift other men, right? I lift you, you lift me.
Sure.
So if I didn't care, then perhaps it's better that I'm dead. You should care what people think. However, what people think should not be what drives you, right? If character, identity, and all the other things in between, right? People, why would they hate you? The people who will not like you because you're thriving. But I tell you, it's not important who hates you. What's important is who likes you. That's what changes everything. It's not about who hates you, it's about who likes you.
Wow, that's something to really think about.
Yes.
It's something that you need to sit with for a while.
Exactly, because your destiny helpers
Yeah.
are those people who like you.
Yes.
And also the ones who hate you may hate the way you're thriving, but there's something about you that will attract them to you, because they'll be like, I'm trying to figure her out. I don't like her much, but there
what is it?
there's a secret here.
Something,
So you
yeah.
find that you attract them to yourself, right? And they see, oh, this one is genuine. No, I don't like that she's thriving, but she's genuine. So people buy value,
Yes.
right? So become a person of value and people will pay you for it, right? So what is important is who likes you, not who hates you. Yes. So it matters who likes you. Yes.
How do women build their inner resilience?
Wow. I always say that we are so caught up with what is outside. Once you figure out what drives you on the inside, it will show on the outside.
Yeah.
We work so hard on the exterior and forget our light shines from within, right? I have seen people, you look beautiful, but I'll be like, why are you so sad? I look into your eyes, I'm like, why are you so sad? And I'm not saying, Pinky, you're sad, but I have the capacity to look at somebody and I'm like, they're so sad.
Yeah.
Yet they look like $1 million,
Sure.
right? Now, how do you work on your inner resilience? By finding out who you are.
Exactly.
Getting time to be alone and silent. Getting a guide. We cannot do it on our own. We need help. I did not figure out my life on my own. I have had numerous coaches. I have numerous spiritual people who I've walked with. And because of walking with them, they've actually revealed who I am to me, right? So I said, hi, Njeri, nice to meet you, Njeri.
Yeah. Oh,
Right?
wow.
So you have to meet with yourself.
Yeah.
And in meeting with ourselves, it's very painful. It's very painful. A lot of people go to the mirror. I always tell people, why don't you go to the mirror and look at yourself? No makeup, nothing, natural self. Especially women. And they're like, that's easy. Okay, do it. And then write down everything that you see. And once they get home, they're like, I couldn't do it. And I'm like, why can you not do it? Why is it impossible to do it? Because they don't like what they see, right? The mirror, it's called the law of the mirror. Whatever reflects, So you see yourself sad. You see yourself, beautiful. So that's a very difficult exercise. And in order for you to find out who you are, I say you cannot know who you are outside of your father. Right? So father, for instance, your husband, is the seed giver. Right? So children's identity is based on who their father is by nature. Because men are the ones that determine the sex of our children.
Yes.
So they give seed.
Yes.
Right? So without a man, can you have a child? Right? So then that is why you're seeing a lot of people are getting lost, because they don't know who their fathers are. Who is my father? We get our identities from our father, our affirmations from our fathers. Now, I'm a Christian, I'm a woman of God. So for me, I know my earthly father, but I get my identity from my heavenly father because he's the one who created me. Outside of him, I do not exist. Right? So if I'm beautiful, if I'm fearfully and wonderfully made, it means then my father is fearfully and wonderfully made. And therefore, because that is who he is, then I am. Right? If my father is a strong man, then I become a strong woman. If my father has his identity, he knows who he is, then I, as a child of my father, then derive my identity from him. So when I ask you, who are you? And you tell, when I ask God, who are you? He says, Father. And then he asks me, and who are you? And I say, son or daughter. So my identity, my father is love. So therefore I am love. My father is peace. Therefore I am peace. My father is powerful. Therefore I am powerful. Right?
I'm about to start crying. This is really powerful. It's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So fathers are very important. We don't understand their centrality. I think in our society, we are fighting men.
Yeah.
But we cannot do without them.
Yes.
We need them. Right? And I say the reason why women are fighting men is because they don't understand their role. The man is the head, I am the neck. Without the neck, the head cannot move. So women are more powerful than men. But they're putting the men down so that they can rise. But you cannot rise above a head. The head is there, whether you like it or you don't. So honor him.
Yeah.
Honor him, right? And you're the one who makes, if you're good to your husband, don't you twist his head. Tell me the truth. There's nothing he cannot, now he knows you a bit too much. But most of the time, if you're good to him, you'll make his head swivel, whichever way, right? So we need to know that in finding our identity, we need to find out who our fathers are. Because we're living like orphans. And that's why there's so much pain. If you don't have a father, you feel like you're an orphan. You're alone. So you're struggling, you're fighting, you're looking, you're searching. Yet, your father says, here I am, I love you. I love you, come back home. I'll show you. Your earthly father was not there, but I am there to show you love. So come back, come to me, and I'll give you love. And once you have that, what else do you need? You walk confident with your head up high. So when I talk about son, I don't talk about son in the context of male, female. Yeah. I talk about son in the context of daughter and son.
Yeah.
Right? So who you are is pegged squarely on who your father is and where you derive your authority. So if your father has authority, you have authority. Nobody can take that away from you. I look at my son and he says, do you know who my mommy and my daddy are? Right? And I'm like, okay. But that's where he derives his courage and confidence from.
Yeah.
When you lack those pillars, then you don't know who you are and you're searching.
So upbringing is very, very...
Oh, your environment is very, very, very significant. But I always say that our parents are who they are because they did not know any better.
They didn't.
So they did the best they could with what they had.
Absolutely.
So we have to honor them and forgive them.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
But many of us are walking with a lot of burdens and wounds and pain. Release them. They did the best they knew.
Exactly.
And they also had parents.
Yeah.
Right? So they also have their own wounds. Right? But you can end the wounds for yourself and say, I'm not going to walk like this. This is not going to be my life. This is not going to be my future.
Sure.
Right? And that's how leaders are born. When you let go of the past and walk into your future, walk into your destiny, Find out why on earth am I here. I was created with a purpose. And what is that purpose? Our lives, my life, your life is an assignment.
Yes.
So are you going to complete the assignment, or are you going to sit there and sulk the whole day?
Or
say,
compete
oh,
with other
mommy, oh. No, you've got to pack that, deal with it, put it where it belongs, and then move on.
Yeah.
You cannot walk into your future if you don't deal with your past.
And you help people to do this.
Absolutely.
So speaking of the past, did we respect women as much as we do today?
Oh, absolutely not. Especially in our African context, no. A woman's place is in the kitchen. You don't have much to say. You
Don't
cannot
speak.
talk.
Yeah.
I remember growing up, most of the time I was told, oh, you're rude. And I'm like, how am I rude? I just made a statement and I spoke my mind. But I was always, I was put in this box of being rude. But today I'm thinking, I wasn't rude. I was just headstrong and outspoken. But that made me feel some kind of way.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm not saying you go around being rude. But I know my son, he's also very strong-headed, right? And
my
I'm
daughter is, oh my God.
Exactly.
I'm just like...
And I see it and I'm like, this boy is a leader.
Yeah.
But I've got to tame that.
Yes.
Right? And tell him, you know what? You have a purpose. And yes, you're going to be a leader, but you've got to learn how to then put this in context.
Yes.
Right? Put it in context. And that's my role as a parent. I'm supposed to help him mold. Even the father, that's what he's supposed to do. So together, we help this person, this little person, my daughter, my sons, find out what their purpose is in this life from a very early age. So we were taught to go to school. So many vijana, kisha muongeze bidii, mwisho wa kusoma, mtapata kazi nzuri. That's what we were all told. That's my generation. So I went to school. I did all these things. And I'm wondering, then
now
is that the end? Do I die? Then what?
What's the rest of
and
the song?
That's what's happening to my generation, because they're wondering, I did it, I so mad, I have the job, I have, then what? So I'm telling them there's more to life than that, right? So I'm trying to tell my children there's more to life than just going to school. Education is critical, it's important, but there's more to life than education. I'd rather teach you character and never take you to school even one day.
Yeah.
That child will thrive.
Yes.
Right? But our schools have taught children, you go to school, excel, get A's, and what is happening today? What are we seeing in society? Yeah. Broken children, children who are committing suicide at 13, 15. It's a trend. So what is lacking? And they're saying, oh, I'm in Brookside. And I'm like, I'm happy for you. But what is it that you're lacking? And many of them tell me, my parents are never around. They don't love me. I would give this up any moment just to spend a little time with my parents. So that's what I tell leaders. You have to be wholesome. You have to be full. You have to be a mother, a wife, all these things. And it's not easy. And you have to be consistent wherever you go. So the Njeri you're seeing here is the one you'll see at the office, is the one you'll see at home, is the one you'll see anywhere you go. I'm the same person. I don't change. People will say, that's Njeri. We know her. That's just who she is. But women, we tend to change based on our environment. That's not how it should be. We should be the same across. Constant. And that only happens when you know who you are. And a lot of women will rise. A lot of women will rise to positions of power. Yes. Especially in this nation. Yes. But if you want to rise, I'm telling you, man, woman, anybody who wants to rise, especially women, you need to first find out who are you. Yeah. You will not go far.
And also not be afraid to show up as that person.
Yes.
Because that's who you are.
That's who you are.
Authentically you.
Yes. And what I have found that people will not like you when you know who you are, but that's okay. It's okay. Yeah. With time, they'll come and appreciate. There's a statement that says they laugh at you, then at the end they will be clapping for you and say, wow. Look at Mandela. Isn't that what happened? Yes. They all wanted to crucify him. When he left prison and became president, they all wanted selfies, right? So be who you are. Yeah. And don't change for anybody. Remember I said, you are an assignment. So you finish your assignment and finish it well. We always have the grace to start. But do we have the grace to finish?
Through. Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. We start, but how come many women don't finish or finish well? Because we are very excited that we started. right? And we forget where we came from. Never forget where you came from. So you ask for grace to finish and finish well, right? And remember, your children get everything that they have from you. So if you're broken, you're giving them brokenness. That's what we forget. I cannot give you anything, Pinky, except what I have.
Yeah.
Right? You can only give that which you have. Right? So if you're broken, if you're in pain, hurt people hurt others.
Yes.
It's just a fact. We all agree with it, but people don't realize they're hurt.
Yeah.
I've seen people who come and shout and they talk badly, and I extend grace and I say, they're just hurting. If they were not in so much pain, they'd not be who they are. And I tell them, it's okay, I can help. When you're ready, I'm here. I'll not talk back. You talk all the nasty things you want to say, and that's fine, because you're hurting. If you were whole, you'd not say that to anybody. Why would you want to hurt somebody? You only hurt me because you want me to come into that box.
Exactly.
So that we can hurt
so
together.
So we can be in pain together.
No. So we need to learn as women that hurt people hurt others.
Yes.
So if you don't want to hurt anybody, then make yourself whole. And it's within. The answers that we are all searching for are within us. Don't ever be cheated. They're not outside. Inside of us. Each of us. Our solutions to our own problems lie within us. But we are like a gold mine. We have to dig and dig and dig until the gems come.
And the digging is not always easy.
In fact, I'll tell you the truth, it's one of the hardest things. It's
one of the
very
hardest things.
painful. It can be very, very painful, but remember, nothing good comes from gold. Diamonds, they're
Pressure.
very dirty,
Yeah.
right? But we see them in shops displayed, right? But think about it this way. You see, when you look at a diamond, if you look at the jewelers, right? They take the diamond, they lock it in a bulletproof compartment,
Yeah.
they put a metal bulletproof door, and the diamond just sits there and looks beautiful. Does it call you? Does it tell you come? You're the one who walks in there and says, I want you.
Yeah.
And that's what I said, make yourself a person of value that people will
Look
pay
for you.
to just be in their presence.
Wow.
Right? Because in each of us there's a gift. And that gift, once you find it, it will make room for you, for great men to see you. And you will dine with kings.
I think you need your own show because I'm caught up in every single word that you're saying. Thank you so much, Njeri. It's
welcome. It's
been
my
amazing.
pleasure.
Such a learning, so many learnings, so much to take home. And I really wish we had more time so we could, pull apart everything that you're talking about. But of course, everybody knows where they can find you, and I cannot wait to read this book. So do you prefer typing or writing with a pen?
Writing with a pen.
If you could learn a new skill, what would it be?
Maybe typing faster.
Have you ever met anyone famous?
Yes. John C. Maxwell.
Do you like spicy food?
Yes, I do.
If you had a tattoo, I'm assuming you don't have a tattoo.
I do have.
You do?
Yes. It's a love heart.
Okay.
It's a, yes.
Yeah.
And then it had a
Arrow or a
arrow, a
sword?
sword.
Yeah.
And it was like a bleeding.
A bleeding heart.
Yes.
Wow.
So when I put it, that was what was happening at that time,
Oh.
right?
And
so
how old were you then?
I was in my 20s.
Yeah. Do you regret getting it?
No,
Okay. Does
don't.
it remind you of that time?
it reminds me of that time. I love it. It's beautiful,
Okay.
but it reminds me of that.
What's the strangest thing you've ever eaten?
Snail,
Escargot.
escargot. Ugh, yes, snails. Yeah.
You didn't like them?
No.
You didn't enjoy?
No, they're just too slimy.
Now I'm going to ask you superhero questions because
Okay.
of course the theme is all about superheroes, but you are a superhero in this episode, so we're so excited that you're here. If you could pick a superpower, what would it be? Flight, strength, invisibility, or speed?
Invisibility.
I know, right? It'd be so awesome just to walk into a room.
Yeah.
What's the one thing that would suck about being a superhero?
That everybody would know I'm a superhero. I don't like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't you think they know that already?
I'm just normal.
What comes very natural to you?
Seeing people.
See, oh, I see you.
I see
Going
you.
back to that. Do you believe that we all have masks, or we're concealing certain traits of our personalities?
99% of us are walking around with masks.
Yeah, because of Corona. No, I'm kidding.
Yes,
Yeah.
because of Corona, but the masks are helping people even mask further who they
Yeah.
truly are. There's a lot of pain. People are in a lot of pain. And when I say I see people, I look at your eyes and I can tell
Yeah.
whether you're in pain. No matter how much you're smiling at me, I'll be able to see. It's a gift. It's a gift.
That's why you're a superhero.
Thank
You're
you.
gifted. Thank you. So, of course, on What Women Want, we're introducing some games, and our guest today, Njeri, has to make me guess the word. You're going to see the word come up on your screen. Njeri is not allowed to speak. She's not allowed to say anything. So this is like a, an audition to see how good of an actor she is, but it's also all actions, because superheroes are full of action. Are you ready, Njeri? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Take a deep breath. And Olive is behind me. She's going to show you the word. Go. Wig, fringe, mask, head. Legs, shaving your legs, shaving your legs, shaving, stepping, shaking, wiggling, shoe, strap, boots, yay! Got one. Oh, mask, yeah. Dancing, flying, yeah. Angry, mad, don't like me, enemy, nemesis, superhero, nemesis. Is that it?
Yes!
Yay! We got it! What was the first one?
The first one, cape.
Oh, okay.
So the only way I would think was a cap, then
Yeah.
then I'll tell you,
Oh.
cape. So I couldn't point at your husband. Oh yeah!
Oh, you were helping her?
I was not even seeing her.
So, of course, these conversations on What Women Want are brought to you by SBM Bank. And we have a game for you, Njeri. It's called the money card. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to pick a card. And then we're going to ask you a question so we can get to know you better. But we also need to discuss money.
Okay.
Yeah? I think money is important,
It's
right?
very important.
Let's pick a card.
Do I look at it?
You can look at it, but I will read it out. It's painless. Don't worry.
No, it's fine.
So what are you currently struggling with? Oh, good question.
What am I struggling with? From a personal perspective, I am struggling with why there's so much mental illness. That is a pet peeve, because it's a lie. It's a lie, it's a lie. So it's a lie of the enemy. There's nothing like mental illness. Mental illness comes because, again, we don't know who we are. Yes, I understand the scientific
Part of it.
part of it, and that's scientific, and I respect science because it is based on everything else, right?
Sure.
They've done research and everything. But what I have come to learn is that mental illness is as a result of our struggles, and we do not go and find a safe place where these things can be resolved.
Yeah.
Right? There are things you cannot cancel away. There are things that have to be gotten rid of. So I'm struggling and telling everybody, why don't you come to me? I want to help you. I really, really do want to help. But people are so afraid. They're so afraid. There's so much shame.
There's so much shame in
There's
saying I'm struggling.
Yes, especially people in leadership.
Yeah.
People in leadership
Who's
are
supposed to have it together.
Yes, you're supposed to have it together because you're this person. So if people know you're struggling, then it's not a good. And I understand. You're not supposed to go and stand on the rooftops and say, "Yeah, here I am, I'm struggling." There's a time and a place for that, right? But when you're in it, it's not the time. No, is it the place? And that's why I say, come to me. I'm Njeri Moshong. I'm here to work these things with you. It's safe. I understand those struggles because I've gone through some of them, right? And I'm telling you, there is hope. Yeah. This does not have to determine who you are. Depression is not who you are. Yeah. Right? Depression is not the pills, the medication. All these things are going to mess you up. Right? Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it, and I'll give you a way out.
So what do you enjoy more, Njeri? Now let's find out a little bit about you. Earning money or spending money?
I love to spend. I mean, really.
Yeah. Don't we love to spend?
Yes, yeah. I love to spend. I love to spend money. I'm not so caught up on earning it. Right? I don't sit here thinking, how am I going to, that's, there's a time that I used to do that, but now I'm like, you know what, it'll come. It'll come. As I make myself a person of value, the money will be attracted to me, one way or the other. It has no choice, really. To be honest, money has no choice but to come to me.
I love it.
Yeah, it has no choice. I don't need to go looking for it. It'll come. Yeah. Right? Because I'm making myself a person of value. Right? It's just the law of attraction. Right? Money is attracted to value. I'm a person of value, it will come. Spending is very nice. Nice shoes, nice jewelry, nice makeup. It's easy to spend. But also what I love to do with money, I like to give it away. If I have it, I give it. I don't need all that. I don't need all of it. It's really, if my money cannot help save a life, I don't need it. Yeah. So money is to save lives. Money is to bring people closer. Yes.
Thank you, Njeri.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much. That's amazing. And I really have enjoyed speaking to you.
And me too.
Learning so much about you.
Thank you. Thank you, Pinky.
Remember, all you need to do is dial *544*40# and select what women want to enjoy 200 MB of YouTube data bundle at only 20 shillings, courtesy of Safaricom. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again next week. Bye.